for reverse healing against the enemy. Going for the head. Okay. Hey everyone, it's Armory Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Dark Corrupted monster, Fungheratops. This is the free-to-play monster, so hopefully this video can help you figure out whether you want to grind for PvP or not. Nice, I got 3 slots unlocked. Huge shout out to Soldier Point for giving me this monster. All the cells I need to take this monster to rank 5, and any gems I use will be reimbursed. Oh, and they also provided the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. We have a dinosaur, a plant-looking dinosaur. Oh, by the ultimate, I just realized. I said he's dark. Oh, no, he is dark. Okay, for a while, I'm like, oh, maybe he's nature. But yes, we have a brand new Dark Corrupted monster. Fungheratops was born from the microorganisms floating in the swamp's pond. As he grew up, he absorbed more microorganisms and other substances. Whether he developed a brain at some point of this process is questioned by many. For some reason, Wicca had a liking for him and supported him in spite of his lack of talent. She even chose him to be one of the first corrupted allies. So that is how this monster came to be, thanks to Wicca. Alright, let's just look at the ultimate right now. Green Inferno deals massive nature damage to enemies, gains as much life as damage dealt, and applies bleeding and poison, which will reduce damage output by 20% each. So, the cool thing about this monster is that it's been a while since we have a monster that does the life stealing mechanic, where you damage an enemy and you gain life. Alright, so we'll get into the skills later. The second coolest thing about this monster is that move over, Rudechaw. This is officially the tankiest monster in the corrupted era. 96,512, that is the tankiest HP stats. Rudechaw had the current title with a HP stat of 95,607, so you're beating Rudechaw with a couple of points. As for the power stat, 8272, that's slightly above average. It's tied with that of Hammer and Mouseron. And as for the speed stat, 6160, this is the slowest stat of the corrupted era. That typically happens with really tanky monsters. It's tied with that of Rudechaw, Ollie Fanatic, and Boronot. So overall, super tanky, incredibly slow. And of course he has Abomination, right? He looks like an alien, he looks like someone that wouldn't be possessed. He's immune to possession, corruption, and bleed. At rank 1, you get a Harden, which will give you like an umbrella immunity to 20% of negative effects. And, ooh, I didn't think it'd be 100% damage mirror. At rank 3, you also get a Status Caster 100% damage mirror, which means any damage you take, you're going to reflect 100% of the damage. Now, here's the thing about Status Casters. We have a talent, Dispelling Fist, that removes positive effects. So most of the time, the Status Casters just get wiped out easily with any monster that runs Dispelling Fist. But yeah, it's nice that you have it. Let's take a look at the skill set on this monster. Alright, so we have Dilophosphate, deals low nature damage to one enemy, applies poison. So we have a spammable poison skill, literally 0 stamina, 0 cooldown. Doesn't matter if you get hit with CDA, doesn't matter if you get stamina drain, you have a skill you can utilize. We have Tyranno Leech, deals low dark damage to one enemy, gains as much life as damage dealt. So sure enough, this is a dark monster, but a protege of Wicca, so we have those nature attacks as well. So nature and dark. Also 0 cooldown, also 0 stamina, and again, this is a lifesteal. So I will say, against a monster like Ollie Fanatic, you have a spammable dark-based AoE, where you could actually recover a lot of HP because you have the elemental advantage, and it is spammable. We have Hostile Adaptation, applies damage mirror and life regen to itself. So 100% damage mirror for 2 turns, any damage you take, you will reflect 100% of it. And the cool thing about this monster is, you will recover HP. Yeah, you get life regen for 3 turns, so you'll recover by 20% if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, for a total of 60% over the course of 3 turns. We have Enraging Spore, applies taunt to itself, 18 stamina, 1 turn cooldown. This is a way for you to apply taunt, and if you have dodge area monsters on your team, you could really synergize with them and help those monsters out. Alright, we have, let's see, I'm just going to say Bomb, deals low moderate nature damage to enemies, applies bleed, vulnerable to itself. Okay. So the bleeding, I like a lot because it reduces enemy damage output by 20%. The vulnerable to yourself, I am not a big fan of. It makes you vulnerable, basically, right? The incoming attacks are 50% stronger, and I get that this is supposed to synergize with a 100% damage mirror. Once again, this is the tankiest monster in the game, so he's supposed to survive. But I don't know. Like, if a monster was going to deal 100k damage, now they're going to be dealing 150k damage. And yeah, you may have that damage mirror, but again, if you have, going back to his evolving trait, if an enemy monster running Dispelling Fist and gets rid of your damage mirror, you're still going to have that vulnerable on you, right? You're going to have that for 3 full turns. So if at any point you don't have the damage mirror, ooh, I don't know. I don't know if he can synergize that well. Let's see what else this monster can do. And not to mention, if you have any talent that cleanses negative effects or an ally that cleanses negative effects, you're basically getting rid of the vulnerable. So yeah, I'm not feeling this skill. Let's see. We have Triceratops Trainwreck deals very heavy nature or dark damage to one enemy, gains much life as damage out, applies vulnerable to itself. Another self-vulnerable skill. But again, this monster has a mechanic of life regenning, being the tankiest in the game, and being able to heal with dealing damage. So we have this self-vulnerable skill, and it is pretty strong. Look at that power output. We'll come back to this. Extinction Spores deals moderate dark damage, gains as much life as damaged out. Now this is a skill that's going to recover a lot of life from all the fanatic bases. Nice. And not to mention, he's dark, so even if the enemy's running Soul Drag, that's only cut in half. You're only going to take 250k damage, as opposed to 500k if you're taking a rank 5 Soul Drag on. So that's an advantage of him being a dark monster. And then he can recover. He can do the lifesteal to recover his HP back. Alright, so we have this one. Also does AoE. Also does what? AoE. Oh, it does poison. And then we have Evolutionary Advantage, which applies taunt and increased healing to itself. So we have another taunt skill. This one does healing, so heals by 50% more. So in a way, you're like, oh, that kind of makes up for the vulnerable. But I don't know, not really. So overall, this monster is a damage mirror monster. Okay, what? Let's look at that. Okay. Okay, cool. So this monster can resurrect. At least if he dies, he comes back to life. So I'll give him that. He has the revival essence. So yeah, even if he's out self-vulnerable, at least he can resurrect. This is interesting. I was not expecting a sword relic on him. I was expecting an armor relic, a mask relic, not a sword relic. So I would give him the cane sword because he needs healing. Anything that heals him, I think, is what he needs. In terms of talents, obviously utilize whatever you have at your disposal. We'll play around with that in a little bit. Let's go back to the skill set. Man, on this monster, as much as I'm not a fan of the vulnerable skill, that is your strongest attack, so let's run it. I suppose there's different ways to run this monster. Again, he's the tankiest, and he can apply taunts. So you can run him with like team speed and just apply taunt, partner him up with a dodge area monster. I guess he's also an attacker, right? Because he has the damage output. See, these are just self skills, so... Oh man, it's confusing with this monster. Definitely, and then it's not like he has Abomination, so it's not like he'll ever be possessed. Otherwise, I would say, like, yeah, you know, you have 2 self skills. Even if he's possessed, the AI could do these self skills, but it doesn't seem like it. He actually has 4 self skills, 3 self skills, and then this one. Yeah, so he has 3 self skills, actually. Do I want to run taunt on this monster, or do I just want him to attack? Because I'm thinking if you go, like, with an offensive build, you run Trainwreck. You run the Bleed Vulnerable. You run Extinction Spores, because it heals, right? So you run Triceratops Trainwreck. You run Extinction Spores. You run your spammable skill. I would say it's so weak though, but you would probably run it. And then you would run applies vulnerable to itself. Another poison skill. Deals much life as damage dealt. Man, I wish I had a self cleanse. Applies taunt. And again, I get the fact that I guess you'd run the 100% damage mirror, because that one can at least reflect damage. I get the fact that he's supposed to vulnerable for damage mirror, but I am just not liking it. I'm really not liking it. Deals low direct damage to one enemy. Oh, I thought this was an AoE for some reason. I'm so used to seeing a regular single attack and then an AoE. Would you poison or would you... I think I'd do this one just to recover some HP. Yeah, I guess I can try some taunt build and partner it up with a Lady Meow or something. We'll see how well that works. I wonder if I should 3 speed him just to taunt. No, but that's kind of dumb. Because again, taunt can easily be cleansed away with the Dispelling Fist. Decisions. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about this monster skill set and everything? But we're going to run him as an attacker-oriented monster. In terms of talents, again, you want to stay alive. So I think this is one monster where you run the Growing Flesh so he can heal. Or the Barking Hide so he can get a shield. After being damaged, deals nature damage and gives a shield. So I think realistically, this is what you would run on this monster. We're going to treat him as an attacker for right now. I'll give him level 9 runes. I think I can... Yeah, I have 1 9. I don't want to go all 10s on this monster, so I'll go 9 and 8s. Alright, and we'll do 1 speed rune. So we'll do a 9 speed. Alright, so this is what we're going to try on this monster. He has a 9 and an 8. He's already at rank 4. Again, he's the PvP monster. I figured most players can get the PvP monster rank 4 if you really grind for it. So this will give you a good showcase of whether or not you want to grind for it. And I might as well take him to rank 5 in this video as well. Alright, so let's try this monster out in PvP. I am allowed to do PvP, however, I'm not allowed to win the battles because that would be unfair to win with the monster that was given to me for the sole purpose of an exclusive first look. Alright, let's get to it. Let's hope we get some good battles. We got some 150 Cosmic Monsters. Alright, let's battle. So we have a Lindworm going first. Lindworm does Time Scourge, that's fine. I'm going to Churn Transfer. There's that damage mirror. Maybe I won't bring a Megaton just to see that damage mirror in effect. But let's take a look at some damage output. So here we have Tyranno Leech. Again, it's a weak skill, 20, but it is spammable, 20 damage. We have Extinction Spores, which is the one that will poison everyone and recover my HP. And we have Trainwreck. So heavy dark damage. As you can see, it is pretty heavy. It's killing on Dana. And let's see how much damage I would recover. So let's go Train Wreck. So it deals 160k, but like I have that self-vulnerable now. And that's where the damage mirror would come in effect. Ooh, I just got killed. Oh, wow. So after this, I would lose the damage mirror. Let's go ahead and reapply the damage mirror just to see that in effect. So Greater Times Curse, see, that skill that would have just removed my positive effects. So I would have lost. I would have basically lost the 100% damage mirror and regen, but I would have kept the vulnerable. We're going to do Turn It on itself for reversing against the enemy. Going for the head. Okay, so here's one thing I wanted to showcase, and I'm glad he killed me. If you have 100% damage mirror, that's all fine and dandy. But if you die, you don't reflect any damage. So in this case, thanks to the vulnerable, he was able to OTK me, and it didn't go anywhere. So that's what I'm not a big fan of. But again, maybe if you're going the damage mirror route, maybe if you're going that route, you instead give him a life rune, and he becomes more tanky. So we're going to have to play around with that mechanic. But let's see. So we have the AoE skills. I wonder if I should run... I should wonder if it's even worth it. But that vulnerable is what killed me, and this applies vulnerable. These three skills apply vulnerable, so that's what I'm not liking. And unless you have a monster to cleanse, we'll see. We'll try again. Yeah, I don't know if he works just as a regular attacker. All right, so I'm gonna start the game off by actually getting rid of MT. That way, once I apply vulnerable, I can turn transfer and cleanse it. All right, static shock, Morg's armor. So here we go with the skills. I will go with I'll save that. Let's attack. Let's go after Panda. Even though Kai might be a bigger threat, we'll see right now. He might OTK. Yeah, he's strong. All right, we'll go Masher, and then we'll go Extinction Spores. All right, killed Panda. No res. All right, Little Anarchy Masher starter. Little Anarchy for fun. I have that Tyranno Leech. Okay, let's hope it doesn't. I don't get OTK'd. Alright, this again. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I survived. How did I survive? Oh thank goodness. I thought I died. I thought I got OTK'd. Okay. In this case, the damage mirror came in clutch. Look at that. So if this monster is tanky enough, yeah, if this monster is tanky enough and you can absorb the attacks, it might actually work out. Oh wait, I didn't even have the vulnerable. If I would have had vulnerable, I would have died. Yeah, if I would have had vulnerable, I would have gotten OTK'd. Alright, do you have... No revival. Alright, so let's just... Here, a cool thing about this monster, he can start recovering HP. So once he takes a bunch of damage, watch. There's a life steal. Life regen. Here's a life steal. Oh, you have 100% damage mirror. That's fine. The shield. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was a close one. I got scared there. Little Anarchy. Let's exit out. Okay, that one was interesting. So let's go the damage mirror route. Let's try that mechanic out. So, not an attacker by any means. Like, maybe we rainbow build this monster. Maybe that's how we utilize them. Let's get rid of Megataunt. We don't want Megataunt. We want... should we use, like, a dodge area monster? Let's try a dodge area monster. Maybe someone support. You know what? A Jakuna High. Someone that can provide this guy support. And, like, life regen and stuff like that. Maybe would be really good synergy. Maybe. That'll be interesting. So, let's go Team Speed on Lady Meow. Let's go Team Speed on Lady Meow. I don't want to give her a UA or anything. We'll give her, like, a Burning Hands. Alright, that way she's not almighty powerful. Just for now, we'll give her Jakugan Sword. So, if I'm going to go the damage mirror route, I want to go with another taunt skill, because that'll help Lady Meow out. So, 100% damage mirror. Oh, I don't even have any. So, I want to go with at least one taunt skill. We'll keep both lifesteal skills. I'm wondering... Extinction Spores. Yeah, we'll keep them both. I'm wondering how useful Spores is. If this monster going like last in the turn order or something, do I really need him? Do I really need this monster to have an AoE? Because by then the enemy might not be alive. So I might only keep one vulnerable skill. No, I might keep Trainwreck, and you might keep... I don't know. It's difficult with this monster. We'll try this for now. I wonder if this is a good idea. This might be a dumb idea. Let's try. Because now without Megaton, I'm susceptible to getting denied at the start of the battle, so we'll see how this goes. We will see. Alright, let's click fight. So let's just go ahead and turn transfer. So I have the damage mirror. Let's apply the... Let's attack Frack just to apply the vulnerable to itself. And let's just see the damage reflection. So buried in snow. Alright, reflection, 37k thanks to vulnerable, and then honestly my talents are also doing work. That was an extra 40k damage thanks to Bark Hide. Alright, forget your tricks, 38, you lose 38, and then Bark Hide, another 40k, and then Raw Drowning. See, okay, that's a cleansing skill, so that's where things suck for me. I'm out of stamina here. Let's cleanse that vulnerable away, and then my dodge area monster can go and attack. Boom, boom. Alright, whoops. A little too strong. A little too strong. Let's exit out. Oh yeah, stamina is an issue for this guy unless you're running that spammable skill. Which I wonder if you should. Okay, interesting. Let's try another damage mirror battle. Let's see what the enemy has. Any cleansers? Nope. Honestly, let's go. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. I'm very iffy on this monster. I'm very, very iffy on the monster. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look fight. Let's see. Yeah, so see, this monster can remove positive effects like no tomorrow. Let's go turn it on itself. Let's see what happens. Singing for you. Alright, see, I lost my damage mirror. I can reapply it. I don't know if it'll help. Applies damage mirror. Regen. Alright. Has the photophobic shield on. Let's see if we can do gloves, burning. Oh yeah, immune to torture. She might do Flying with the Devil. Master Reprise. Yeah, this is actually not a good team to fight against. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to take this monster to rank 5. And then we'll see what he can do. So I'm wondering, what if we don't give this monster any strength? So not attacker oriented whatsoever. And you give him like 2 life and a speed, some team speed. I don't know. I don't have another level 9 life rune. So I'm just going to go with that mutant rune. Skills wise, so if we're not having him attack, you basically just want dots on the enemy. So as nice as that very heavy dark attack is, you probably wouldn't need it. So maybe bleed the enemy to reduce damage output, you know, going after dots. We have that poison skill, so we have to choose between AoE bleed, AoE poison. So I guess choose your poison. They deal the same damage, one costs less stamina, so we'll keep extinction spores. Yeah, we'll put that one on the top. Let's see, taunt to itself. I don't know how useful that is. I wish it did more. If this was like taunt plus damage mirror, I would have really, really, really liked it. Spammable poisons. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is you lose a lot of damage output. So even if you were to run like this, like a taunt increased healing, a damage mirror. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So I don't know how well this is. Although I do think a really good partner would be Igoribuki, because Igoribuki can positive effect protection plus life regen. So that could help him keep his damage mirror. That could help him keep his taunt. So he is 150 now. So if anything, his talent gets stronger, and the talent might kill the enemy monsters. So we'll see how this plays out. Oh, now there's an Ollie Fanatic. So yeah, look at that, 76k, and yeah. So all right, on Dana. Okay, so this is fine because I get to cleanse. So we're gonna do the taunt increased healing. All right, and then we're gonna do the positive protection. So here's a good, yeah, raw drowning. All right, so that wasn't even the cleanse skill, so we're good. And then check this out. You leave, you lose, and then Ollie's taking all that damage. We're just gonna go ahead and damage Ollie some more. Where is my... Okay, stamina regen. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now I do want to self-vulnerable so they can deal more damage against me. Alright, Ivory Wall, but I'm out of stamina so I can't. So I'm gonna have to recharge. Alright, but let's click on my monster. I do have the... Let's see, I have Curse, John, but I have that regen, increased healing, and shield. Oh, I don't have the damage mirror anymore. Oh, that's a shame. So I'm gonna cleanse and heal actually. Water Swirl, got stamina drained. Yeah, stamina is an issue for this guy, so I'm not able to reapply that damage mirror. I don't have taunt. Growing Flesh. Let's protect him again. Let's go Dagger's Throw. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I don't think this is gonna end well. Alright, Selfish Bladder, that's a cleansing skill, but I had the positive effect protection. Peanut Energy. Alright, I can finally reapply the damage mirror. There we go. And then what does this do? Deals moderate damage, applies stun, shock, positive effect block. That doesn't help. I think I have a healing skill. Applies immune to control and life regen. No, and removes negative effects. Alright, let's go with that one. Heal. Alright, nope. Oh yeah, I don't have the taunt. Alright, so I have damage mirror, reflection. Alright, let's go ahead and taunt increased healing. Raw drowning, that got cleansed away. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this monster. I get what they're going for. I get what SP is going for, but I don't think it works out, especially in the meta with so much cleansing going on. The damage mirror doesn't work, so at the end of the day, he just becomes an attacker. But the problem is, his attack skills give him vulnerable, so that doesn't help you out. That doesn't help you out. So, guys, I don't know. If you guys think I use the monster wrong, if you guys have a different opinion of the monster, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas, but I'll just say I'm not a fan of this PvP monster. This is one that I'm going to be skipping out on, not really going to be focusing on him. once again, I always say to the free-to-play community, it's a free rank 4 monster, so you might as well. If you want to try to have, because the cool thing about having rank 4 monsters is you can get some more salves doing the let 'em dungeon, so it won't hurt you necessarily. It just also won't help you that much in terms of using the monster. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Fungheratops. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.